A slurring and confused Trump raising new cognitive concerns in Ottumwa, Iowa. A couple weeks ago, I was crushed for mispronouncing. I guess it's Makakita is the way it's pronounced, Iowa, and I thought it was Makaketa or something like that. I believe Ottumwa, Iowa is correct. Trump slurring his words, ranting about how he would rather be electrocuted to death than eaten by a shark. It's another cognitive beauty, ladies and gentlemen.
But if I'm sitting down and that boat's going down and I'm on top of a battery and the water starts flooding in, I'm getting concerned. But then I look 10 yards to my left and there's a shark over there.
My left.
So I have a choice of electrocution or shark. You know what I'm going to take? Electrocution. I will take electrocution every single time. Do we agree?
There you go. 3 glitches and 3 nonsense statements in 21 seconds. It's really something else. Imagine if Joe Biden did this. Imagine if Joe Biden did this. It would be 25th Amendment right away. Trump then continuing to slur and glitch badly, looking particularly swollen, more than usual, points out a state senator in the crowd and calls her a beautiful female.
I got elected. I say, wow, somebody's really doing well over there. Indict him. Indict him. Indict the senator right over there, that beautiful female. She says, no, please. Indict her.
Completely normal stuff. Completely typical and standard of any former president to deliver a speech like this, right? Trump said that farmers and builders who previously in their lives never cried, they just never cried as a matter of procedure, are coming up to him in tears, thanking him for everything he's done. It's another one of the tears in their eyes stories. Does anybody believe this story?
I had a lot of farmers come in from Iowa, a lot of builders come in from all over the country, and they were crying. Many of them were crying, people that have never cried before.
This was unprecedented crying from big, strong men. Nobody's ever seen them shed a tear before. Trump with another cognitive confusion, saying that if you look up the Obama administration's statistics, I guess, whatever they are, if you look up the Obama statistics, the Obama administration has recorded the amount of border wall that Trump built, which is weird because any border wall Trump built, if any, happened after the Obama administration. It's a trip. Maybe time functions in a different way than we understand. It's a metaphysical statement. Listen to this.
And then I build a 40-foot wall, a 50-foot wall, or a 30-foot wall on top. They say that was a renovation. That doesn't count. These people, I'll tell you what they have. I'll tell you, they have a great line of bullshit. That's one thing I can tell you. That was a renovation. Like sloppy Chris Christie. Oh, he only built 56 miles of wall because there was some wood laying on the ground. So they call that a renovation. We built almost 500 miles of wall. Even the Obama administration says it in their stats.
That's right. If you look up the record of the Obama administration, they somehow let you know that years later, Trump built part of a wall or something like that. This is not a man who is well. This is not a man who is well. And the people that are defending him are essentially endorsing this behavior. Trump weirdly says he's leading with whites, blacks, women, Hispanics, Asians, and those in Gen Z. These are not true statements.
The poll just came out. We're leading with women, with suburban women, with men, with black, with white, with Asian, with Hispanic, with people that went to MIT, like my uncle who has 3 degrees. We like leading with people like that. He passed away a long time ago, but he was a smart one. And we're leading with young kids that don't even have a high school education. We're leading with everybody.
Among 12-year-olds who have yet to complete high school, Trump is way, way ahead. And that will be very useful in the 2032 presidential election. Trump continues his ranting against electric vehicles. As we saw earlier, this is just extraordinarily popular now. And Trump making claims that certainly don't mirror my experience with electric vehicles. I'll tell you that.
The happiest people in the world are the people who just got their electric vehicle charged. That lasts for 10 minutes. After that, they become somewhat schizophrenic.
There you go. Now, again, as I've said before, Brooklyn to Montreal with just a 15-minute charging and diaper change stop. Not my diaper, guys, the baby diaper. Give me a break. It was a very much not schizophrenic experience, I have to tell you. Trump continues to attack batteries and electricity.
Now they want to go to all electric cars. That's great. You know, if you want to drive for a half hour and start, where do I recharge? You want to take a nice, long, beautiful drive in the country, you have to make it a nice, short drive in the country.
And Trump knows more about driving than anybody, as I'm sure you can imagine. A legend in his own mind, Donald Trump describes how he saved Christmas. He saved Christmas from the Obama administration.
Christmas tree. By the way, remember Christmas, by the way? We brought back Christmas. We brought back Merry Christmas.
There you go.
Nobody fights it anymore. Nobody fights it.
Heroic.
Speaking of Christmas, remember that? I said, one of the first things I said in 2015, actually, when I was campaigning, I said, we will bring back Merry Christmas. Because these woke department stores, they didn't want to use the word Christmas. And they use the word Christmas now. We brought that back. We did a lot of things.
That's a major accomplishment, as I know many of you were just really pining for a president that would bring back Merry Christmas. And lastly, Donald Trump says that recently his wife, Melania, has been telling him he's not looking so good on TV, but it's because of the lighting, not because he's facing 91 felony counts and has been found to be a civilly liable rapist.
The lights get much more powerful, but you look like crap on television. I was going to tell my people. I'm telling my people now. I'm talking. This isn't for you. This is for these lights. Are so powerful. They probably cost a lot of money because we're doing so well. Everyone's sending in lots of but these lights are no good.
The more you donate, the more lights they put on him, I guess.
One, you can hardly see the audience. Number two, when you go home to watch it with our great First Lady, how did I look? She said, you didn't look good. Too much light.
You know what makes this very hard to believe? That Trump claims he still talks to Melania, who by all reports is living a completely separate life and essentially has agreed to stay with Trump through this campaign, at least, in part for a revised financial arrangement. So that's how you know Trump is lying. He claims he still talks to Melania Trump. This is where we are right now. And is it the pressure of Trump's 4 criminal trials and multiple civil trials getting to him? Is it the fear of spending the rest of his natural life in prison if he's convicted on even some of the 91 charges that he's facing? Or does he simply think he's going to lose this election? I don't know what it is, but he is an unwell man. And the MAGA crowd wants to talk about Joe Biden tripped. Biden's 80 and he tripped. But they don't want to talk about these cognitive beauties. You tell me what you think is going on. And please make sure you're subscribed on YouTube. Do you realize we are 80,000 subscribers away from 2 million? And we found out, this is an incredible statistic. YouTube reps came up to me with tears in their eyes. These are people who never cry, okay? They came up to me and they said, David, you know, over 7 million people watched your clips last month. And 5.5 million of them are not even subscribed. If just those folks subscribed, we would be at 2 million overnight. So let's do it, and we'll take a very short break. Our sponsor, SaneSmart, has everything you need for doing your own engravings and 3D printing at home. From CNC machines, laser engraving machines, FDM 3D printers, resin 3D printers, SaneSmart really has you covered, and they are ready to answer your questions. Truly unparalleled customer service. SaneSmart is super beginner friendly. Trust me, I don't know anything about this stuff. SaneSmart sent me their newest machine. It's their Genmisu 3030 Prover Max, which is a desktop CNC router. Basically, it carves different types of materials from metal to wood with extreme precision. This thing is awesome. Super easy to set up and just jump right into engraving. The machine is dependable. I love it. I used it to make these metal and wood engravings of our logo, which just look amazing. Getting into CNC engraving or laser engraving, 3D printing, this is an awesome hobby. The machines are small and can go in your garage or on a table somewhere. You can make really cool, unique gifts for friends and family, and it's just fun. That's the bottom line. You'll get 10% off almost all products when you go to davidpakman.com/engrave and use the code PAKMAN. The link is down below.